Welcome back to Digital Marketing by Gina. In today's video, I'm gonna let you know how to prep your resume for a digital marketing job. So let's jump right into it. So this is actually a question I received in a comment from a previous video, which I'll link below in the description, how to get a digital marketing job with no experience. I got an amazing response from that video, so I wanted to share some more tips on how you can get your foot in the door in the digital marketing industry. So if you are looking for your first digital marketing job, but you don't have any experience, that video has some really good tips of ways you can get experience to showcase that in your resume. Let's go through resume basics really quick. Make it simple, make it meaningful, and make it strategic. Don't think that the more content you put on a resume, the more it actually speaks to what you have accomplished. If you can make a really short and concise one-page resume with your accomplishments and things that you're proud of, it is more likely that that will be read. It's actually 85% more likely that a one-page resume will get read opposed to a 2, 3, 4-page resume. Now, the reason is no one's got time for that. No one has time to go through in detail what you put on a resume. So actually recruiters, hiring agents, they're going to be skimming your content. So if you can really clearly and concisely showcase why you deserve an interview within the first paragraph in your objective statement at the top of your resume, that will increase your chance of having them not only offer you an interview, but even going down and reading more content on your resume in the first place. Now, my tip for resume structure is to start off with that nice objective at the top, then going into your work experience, followed by your accomplishments and your education. Really though, this varies on a case-by-case basis, and there's so many amazing people here on YouTube that talk specifically about resumes. I'm gonna link 2 of my favorites down below, but the thing you need to know is that really you want to show everything as close to the top that appeals directly to the job you're applying for. So if you have a Bachelor of Arts or a Bachelor of Science, that is immensely impressive, but if it's not applicable directly to the job you're applying for, don't have it listed on the top of your resume. This is especially true with digital marketing jobs. I've seen a lot of people focus on their education on the top, that really valuable real estate above the fold of your resume, when to be honest, education isn't as important to digital marketing jobs compared to what you've actually done. I want to know what you've done. I want to know honestly, have you built social media campaigns? Have you learned SEO? Have you taken a HubSpot certification? Those are very important things, and those are things I want to know within the first 3 seconds of seeing your resume. So don't dilute your resume, don't put filler. Get to the meat of why you deserve an interview first and foremost. Now, the thing that's really impressive to me as a digital marketer when I'm looking to hire people is saying what you've done. What actions have you done and their impact? Now, a lot of people put this on a resume and they say things like, managed a Facebook account for a said company. I really want to see not even necessarily what they've done, but the impact that they've had. This is so important across the board for resumes, but especially with digital marketing, because we have the amazing privilege of being able to show the impact of everything we do. Every Facebook post has a reach you can pull in with those metrics. Every ad campaign has an ROI you can pull in. Everything has this measurable result, and that's the thing that I really want to see when I'm looking at resumes. Even if you don't have that much experience, and let's say you just volunteered and had a great opportunity where you managed a Facebook account for a charity in town, or you happened to do an ambassador program and you built a training video that you then shared on Instagram and got a great response. Even though those seem like really small things to you, for me, understanding that you can do the critical thinking in digital marketing and showcase that impact then tells me that you can measure your results of things you've accomplished and then apply critical thinking to grow and evolve those campaigns moving forward. That's the number one thing. So the way to show this in a resume for a digital marketing job would not be putting something like managed a Facebook account for X company. It would be managed a Facebook account leading to a 1,010% increase in growth across posts. Something like that. Pull in metrics. If you have examples that you are allowed to keep and put in your portfolio, those are even more powerful. I always have examples of things I've done in my portfolio. I usually bring those into an interview, but if there was a job that I really wanted and I didn't know if my resume was strong enough, I would provide a PDF portfolio as well, just because I want to share those examples, almost like a case study. One of my big tips is that if you don't feel like your resume is strong enough on its own, even adding those kind of metrics and those impact statements and things that you've accomplished, take it one step further and actually provide a case study. If you only have one case study to speak to, that's fine. If you have 5 to speak to, put it in that PDF. Now, what I mean by case study is actually show your critical thinking for the hiring agent. So what I put in a case study is, what was that company's goal at that time when I joined the project, or even that company? What was their goal? What was my research to create a strategy to help them accomplish the goal? And then what was the strategy that I implemented? This speaks a lot to your process as a digital marketer. Do you do extensive research where you're gonna go into Ahrefs and look up SEO keyword analysis? Are you gonna look in their rank tracker tool? What are you gonna do as part of your research process to get you where you need to in terms of understanding the scope of the project at hand? Then implementing it. Sharing all of those steps is very important for someone hiring because it really shows your breadth of skill as a digital marketer. And then finally, in that case study, once you kind of talk about your process, the strategy, and how you implemented it, do not forget any statistics, any metrics that you can provide to talk about the impact. Because once again, making a resume for a digital marketing job is all about illustrating the impact of things that you've done. So if you can pull this in with exact numbers, this is even better. Sometimes this is impossible, but you can say things like, I increase the productivity leading to a how-to guide to manage social media. Or you can go the other way with pulling in, I increased the ROI of their Google ads by 150% year over year. Usually stats and having metrics within a resume show not only the impact that you've been able to make, but they show attention to detail in creation of a job. When you can pull in something you did in an impact and how it would actually resonate with what they're asking for, that goes a long way for someone being able to envision you in the role. What I mean by that is if there is a bullet point in that job looking for someone with SEO experience, being able to say, this is my process for SEO research, this is how I use that to implement change, and then we grew their organic search traffic 56% year over year from the period I was working. There is no way to argue with that. You have just made a very strong case for yourself and what you can do as a digital marketer. Now, I know that some people may not have metrics to pull into your resume, but that is why it is really important that you watch my video, how to get a digital marketing job with no experience, because I'm gonna share some secrets to help you get those things to pull into your resume. But first and foremost, just remember the structure of your resume, impact statements, and then providing a case study if you have the ability to do so. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. You can always reach out to me via Instagram, LinkedIn, or Twitter. I see you guys coming through and asking me messages, whether it's applicable to videos or you just want some tips and guidance. I am so happy to help you because it is our goal to strengthen our digital marketing strategy for 2020. Let's build a support base where we can ask each other questions and really get actionable tips from this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching.